You're struggling to keep your podcast audience engaged and you want to know how to tailor your episodes for maximum impact? Stay with me on this one. I'm going to give you some solid tips. Now, just to give you an introduction, my name is Sarah and I'm a podcast in top voice here on LinkedIn. I always like to give insights to people, and these are just kind of like a free way or an easy way for you to kind of like just get into the actions faster. Now, again, I'm giving general answers to these questions. So if you feel like I missed any part, please feel free to highlight it. Sorry, down in the comments, like, share it with your friends, and let's get into it. How to keep your audience engaged is a way that you don't make it extremely professional, but at the same, in terms of social media, I'm talking, but at the same time, you highlight the tone and the style you have, right? So there are like a lot of posts out there. There are like a lot of content out there that we see on a daily basis that we know once we see it that this is this person's podcast simply because they respect the brand guidelines. They have a certain, branding colors and stuff. Now, for all of you B2B out there, B2B podcasters, you don't treat pretty much the podcast as a brand. You treat it more like, okay, let's just post an episode and blah blah blah. But that's wrong. So you will have to respect the brand. This is a way of like how people would capture the images and everything that you're putting out there. That's one. How to keep them engaged after that is pretty much you want to make sure that you're repurposing, putting clips and adopting certain styles that are like trendy out there on social media. By trendy, I don't mean you jump on every trend, but there are like some good editing trends that you can have or repurpose your content so you can drive people into it. And drive people to answering and engage with it is to break the cycle of like, alert, new episode is out. Instead, you can have them on questions of like, what is the one thing that you actually wish if you solve on your marketing you will make more money out of X or out of Z, I don't know. So people would actually engage with you on these questions. Later on, you can post the episodes that you already prepared for that specific topic. So people would feel like they're heard, they're seen. Another thing is like you need to have the community. So the community where you gather all your listeners is helpful because for them, it's a way to get extra value faster and get in touch with you on a regular basis. But for you, it's more like I need to get the feedback out of this group and I need to develop it so I can get it bigger and bigger. So I guess like it depends up on like the topic, the category of the podcast. There are like different ways of like how you attract and have people really engage with the content all the time. But at first you will need to also experiment for at least the first 2 months or at least the first 30 days. So you can have like a clear understanding or a clear idea around where you're heading with this or how can you attract more of these people on a regular basis. So mainly that's what I have as an idea for this type of question. But yeah, feel free to share your thoughts, and I'm going to see you on my next one. Bye bye.